Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Developers Point. In this video we will be creating the .NET API project using the .NET CLI. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Let's begin. What we are going to do in this lesson is we are actually going to create our .NET API project, and to do this we are going to make use of .NET command line interface. Now if you are using Visual Studios or you are using Rider, then you do have the facility to create a project from within those tools. But what I would recommend is just use Visual Studio's code so that we are all starting from the exactly same place as we exactly are. Now come into your command prompt or your PowerShell or your terminal. If you own a Mac or Linux, and I have just inside an empty demo folder, there is nothing inside here. Obviously if you are on Windows, you'd use dir to display the contents of your dictionary. And we are going to do this is like just make a new dictionary that's going to store our project files, and this is going to be our dating app. And I'm not very excitingly calling it a dating app, just for simplicity. And then I'm just going to cd into this folder, and then this is where our project is going to live so far. Now what we can do to use the .NET command line interface, as I mentioned, and the first thing we are going to do is just check to make sure our installation was successful. And one way we can do this is just run the command .NET-info, and this will give you all of the details about the SDKs you have installed on your computer. Now I have got 12 different versions of SDK living in on my machine, and that's absolutely fine. And the latest version, or the one I am going to be running from this, is the .NET Core 5.0.2. Also we get the details of .NET Runtime, as we have got installed in order to run our application. The .NET application uses a runtime, and it goes ahead and gets this from inside this location. And we have the detail of SDK installed, and quite importantly this host uses support and tells us which version we are going to be using here of the runtime, as I mentioned. So like I say, you can have multiple SDKs installed side by side if you want to. It will select the latest one that's available on your computer that you have installed defaultly. Now what we want to do first of all is we want to create our .NET API project. And what we can do with this command line interface is we can always get help at a particular time by just running the .NET-h in this particular place. And this gives us all of the different commands that were available for us to use. Now we are going to create a project and a new solution for our application. So we are going to be making use of the .NET new command, and we also make use of the solution. The command here is to add our project to a solution when we create it. So what we will be doing first of all is we will go in and get more information about what we can do with the .NET new command, and we can get the contextual help by typing in the command we want to use followed by -h. And once this opens, then we get a list of all the different templates that are available with the .NET 5 SDK. Now .NET, who has recently renamed .NET 5 for simplicity because of the original .NET framework went up to version 4, but .NET Core came along and started using .NET version 1, 2 and version 3, and they are abandoning the full .NET framework, which is only usable on Windows. And the .NET Core is the future of .NET. And to keep everything consistent, instead of using .NET Core, it's just not .NET 5. But we still have the same templates being named as .NET Core, and this gets updated possibly when .NET 5 is released. That this will change to just ASP.NET Web API instead of Core API. So what we'll do first of all is we'll create a new solution file, and we'll say .NET new SLN, .NET new SLN, and what this will do is take the name of it, the containing folder, as that it will call the solution file. And if we just list the contents on dir on Windows, using the dir on Windows, then we can see that we have a solution file, and this can be used to open up our project in Visual Studios in this code. Although this code is usually take just use a folder to open a solution rather than a solution file, but other ideas such as Visual Studios or Rider can make use of a solution file. Now we are only going to have one project inside here, And what we'll do is we'll create a .NET new, and this time we'll say web API. We'll give it an output -o dictionary because we want our API project to be contained in its own folder. And what we'll do is we'll just simply call this API and press return. Return means simply, in simple terms, like you can just hit the enter button, and we can see that this has been created. And if we see dir contents again, then we can see now that we have a folder as well as a solution file for our project. Now the last thing we want to do here is we want to add our API project into our solution, and to do that we can use the solution command, and we can say .NET SLN, and I can say add, and then we can just say API and press return. Just hit enter, and our project gets added to our solution. So what we want to do now is open up our project inside Visual Studio Code and or your idea of choice, like Visual Studios or Rider. As I mentioned before, or everything is going to demonstrate will be using this code. So what I'm going to do is just open up the code, and this opens up and we can see the default welcome screen. And what we want to do is just use this tab on the left, and we want to open up the folder. And I'm just going to click on the dating app, get the folder, and click on open, and this opens up our application in Visual Studio Code. Now what I'm going to do is go through a few tips and things that we want to add into Visual Studio Code. So if you are using Visual Studio Code, the next lesson is I'm going to go through that. If you are using something else such as Visual Studios or you are using Rider, then I'm going to presume that you know what you're doing with those applications, and I'm not going to cover anything on those. But for those of you using Visual Studio Code, I'm going to go through and show you how you can set it up for C# development, and that's coming up the next. See you again in the next video, so please stay tuned and please subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment and subscribe. See you again, bye.